Okay, good morning, everybody. Please mute yourselves. Everybody should please mute themselves. We're about to start the WebEx. So good morning, everybody. My name is Alan Etlinger. I'm the Senior Director of Research, Technology Development, and Innovation for the New York Power Authority. We're about to go through a WebEx that explains the NYPA Innovation Hub, NYPA Israel Smart Energy Association Smart Energy Challenge. We'll ask for everybody's indulgence due to the unusual circumstances that are going on around the world. We will not be able to respond to questions on this WebEx. The NYPA offices are closed, so that we will respond to any and all questions that we receive by mail. This presentation will be recorded, and the recording in its entirety will be available on the Energy Challenge website. Please note that invitations to this WebEx are now ended. If you know or speak to somebody who has tried to get in but could not, again, the WebEx has been recorded or is being recorded. Everybody's been placed on mute, but just as an additional insurance, please ensure that each of you are on mute. Please switch off your video streaming so that we can save bandwidth. Please do not use the chat feature to ask questions. We will only be answering questions if you send an email in English to Manuel Hamelin at NYPA.gov. That is the only recipient for questions that will be responded to. Any questions sent to anybody else will not be responded to. And again, we ask your indulgence. The New York Power Authority's offices are closed, and we will be responding to questions by posting the responses on our website. This is the location of the official website. I'll pause a minute and let everybody copy this down. These slides will also be posted on the website. So everybody should have all the information. Everybody will have the same information. I just want to remind everybody on your questions, please don't put anything confidential about your technology, because your questions and the responses will be posted. Just want to make a note, we fully intend to keep to the schedule that's on the website. But we ask everybody to monitor the website periodically for any updates. We understand these are challenging times, and we hope that everybody is safe and that we can get through this. Again, here is the website. I'll leave it up for another minute or so if anybody wants to copy it down. And to repeat myself, this website is the only official website for questions and responses. Once again, my name is Alan Etlinger. In alphabetical order, other participants on this side who have contributed to these slides in this presentation are Doron Gover from the Israeli Innovation Hub, Manuel Hamelin of NYPA, who will be the source for all questions and responses, Daniel Samama, also from the Innovation Hub, and Steve Wilkie from the New York Power Authority. I'm going to repeat myself one more time. Any questions or requests for clarification asked during this pre-bid conference have to become part of the record and are required to be submitted in writing to Manuel Hamelin. His email address is here. Once again, requests for clarification and associated responses will be published on the website. The last date to submit requests or questions for clarification is March 27th, 2020. Responses to all questions will be posted on the website no later than April 3rd of 2020. So the Power Authority is an entity of New York State. In last June, Governor Andrew Cuomo announced a wide-ranging series of economic development partnerships between New York State and Israel. These include transmission and generation infrastructure, Your Cureness in the New York Power Authority's annual report noted that the New York Israel Innovation Challenge is a natural extension of our previous collaborations and will allow New York and Israel, two of the world's leading technology hubs, to generate greater innovation and yield considerable benefits for both parties and for utilities around the world. The Power Authority's partnerships with Israeli firms in the energy industry have been invaluable during NYPA's digital transformation, and we expect that this competition will yield far-reaching benefits as well. Just a little bit of background about the New York Power Authority. The Power Authority was founded by then Governor Franklin D. Roosevelt in 1931 under the Power Authority Act. The Power Authority has over 2,000 employees. The Power Authority is governed by a 7-member board. Our sources of revenue include power contracts, generation, and energy efficiency projects. In 2027, the New York State Canal System was transferred from the New York State Thruway Authority to the Power Authority. The canal system includes 524 miles of canals across New York State. The Power Authority's mission is to power the economic growth and competitiveness of New York State by providing customers with low-cost, clean, reliable power and the innovative energy infrastructure and services that they value. The Power Authority has a number of major power plants. The St. Lawrence FDR project in the north of New York State was our first power project. Our Clark Energy Center, located in the middle of the state, contains our training center and our control center for our power plants and transmission lines. Our Niagara project, which envelops land around the Niagara Falls project. We have a New York State Energy Manager, which manages and monitors the energy usage of all New York State buildings. We've got a pump storage facility in central New York called the Blenheim-Gilboa plant. The Power Authority's headquarters are located in White Plains, New York, approximately 20 miles north of New York City. We also have a 500 megawatt power plant, natural gas, located on Long Island. In addition, we have a number of small natural gas plants located throughout New York City. The Power Authority owns and operates 16 hydro and natural gas generation plants, and we also manage 2 leased assets in partnerships with other companies. The Power Authority's transmission lines are shown on this slide. It's noted that the Power Authority transmits and brings in power from Canada and also from Pennsylvania and New Jersey on the west. The Power Authority owns and operates all of the high voltage transmission lines within New York State. Another slide about New York State and the Power Authority. We generate over 6,000 megawatts. Again, we were established by New York State Legislature in 1931. We provide wholesale power throughout New York State and neighboring states as required by law. We have the largest state public electric utility in the United States. 83% of our generation is renewable hydroelectric power. We have the cleanest conventional fleet in New York State. We have over 1,400 miles of transmission line, approximately 1/3 of the major transmission lines in New York State, which is the backbone of our transmission system in the state. I'm asking everybody to please go on mute. We have $250 million in energy services business focused on energy efficiency. Low-cost power drives economic development in New York State. We have a AA credit rating from agencies. Once again, the New York Canal System is part of NYPA. And we are a nonprofit energy corporation. We do not use tax revenues or state credits. And we finance projects through bond sales and cash from operation. We have been recognized and awarded innovation and digitization leadership awards over the past couple of years. A major feature of the New York State NYPA system is our integrated smart operations center. You see a picture of it located in our White Plains office, where we monitor all of our major assets. That effort is ongoing. And here are some of our investment areas. We have energy efficiency, demand flexibility, electrification, clean and affordable generation and transmission, and customer reliability. This should be important in planning your technology submissions as part of this energy challenge. So these are NYPA's investment areas. Energy efficiency, which is to reduce energy demand through deep energy efficiency retrofits at customer sites. Demand flexibility, to enable flexible and resilient electricity use, to improve affordability and reliability of clean electricity. Electrification, which is to promote, optimize electrification of other areas of the economy, including transportation and buildings, with a focus on assets, infrastructure, and services. On the supply side, we're looking at investing in carbon-free generation and resilient transmission to bring low-cost, reliable, clean electricity to customers in the energy marketplace. And two of the foundational investment areas are the Internet of Energy Assets, which is to implement technologies to connect and control and optimize customer and grid assets to deliver system-wide benefits and value to customers and people and communities. In this case, this is to demonstrate a commitment to our workforce, our customers, and communities in which we operate and serve. So the NYPA Israel Innovation Challenge is meant to take us to the next step in energy evolution. We are launching a competition among innovative Israeli firms to support next generation of energy evolution. This challenge will allow NYPA to identify several innovative companies. The winners will work with NYPA on a pilot application that, after success, will be deployed in NYPA and other large utilities. As part of this innovation challenge, NYPA will provide the use of our Advanced Grid Integration Lab, actually Advanced Grid Innovation Lab, for testing and simulation. We will provide knowledge and requirements of our system and how the Power Authority operates. These are some of the areas that we're looking for innovation: blockchain and energy trade, buildings, campus and energy, cybersecurity, distributed energy solutions, data analytics and artificial intelligence, drones and autonomous robots, energy storage, electric vehicle charging, electric vehicle to grid modernization, industrial IoT and cloud-based services, microgrids, synchrophaser applications, and virtual and augmented reality. This competitive challenge will allow NYPA to identify several innovative companies and give winners the opportunity to work with large utilities to help create significant advances in grid reliability, storage, sustainability, and affordability, all of which will benefit ratepayers, utilities, and the environment. Specific criteria to be used in determining the winner or winners are innovation for the product, solution, or technology, the feasibility for deployment in NYPA's environment, the technical advantages, the team that is being proposed, competition, the viability and added value of the solution as compared to current competition, the business model or business plan, alignment of technology solution with NYPA's strategic goals, which we discussed earlier, financial viability of the innovation, maturity, and the ease of doing business. Electronic submission is preferable. NYPA will accept full proposals and submissions until 3 p.m. Eastern Time, April 20th, 2020. For ease of identification, all electronic files must be named using the proposer's entity name in the title of the document. Application submissions may be submitted electronically using online application, and this is the location of the form. Location can be found on the NYPA and Israel Smart Energy Challenge webpage. This bid competition is being handled in accordance with NYPA's procurement process. So this is a closed bid application. Bids will be submitted and no bids will be opened until the bid opening time. In addition, as I've said before, any and all questions must be sent to Manuel Hamalin at this email address. We will not accept any questions or respond to any questions unless the question is addressed to this email address. No other authority personnel are authorized to receive, initiate, or communicate any information of any kind regarding the application submittals during this restricted period. Failure of the applicant to fully comply may result in a rejection of the application. Okay, this is strictly going to be adhered to. And again, no exceptions. The restricted period, which I just mentioned, is defined as the period of time starting with the earliest written notice, which has already occurred, advertisement or solicitation of an application, and ending with the final contract to award. So the restricted period extends beyond the close of the solicitation period up to and including a final award of a contract. All documents submitted by the applicant are subject to disclosure under the New York State Freedom of Information Law, also known as FOIL. Accordingly, confidential information, trade secrets, proprietary materials, or other information disclosure of which would cause a substantial injury to the competitive position of your organization must be clearly marked and identified as such in your proposal. It being understood that marking or otherwise identifying any submitted documents will not guarantee protection against disclosure. Late application submissions will not be accepted. Incomplete application submissions may be subject to disqualification. It is the applicant's responsibility to ensure that all questions have been answered in the application. Fax or email applications will not be accepted. Applications will not be accepted at any NYPA location other than described above. If changes are made to this solicitation, notification will be posted on the NYPA and Israel Smart Energy Challenge webpage. NYPA reserves the right to extend, cancel, and/or adjust funding to this solicitation. All expenses incurred in the preparation of the proposal are at the applicant's sole cost and expense. The New York Power Authority will not reimburse any such costs or expenses. In addition, the authority does not participate in public bid openings. The authority reserves the right to award multiple contracts. The authority reserves the right to reject any and all proposals. The NYPA and Israel Smart Energy Challenge is open to all companies with headquarters located in the state of Israel. Having headquarters in any other country with an office in Israel does not qualify for this competition. Repeating myself again, all questions that are asked today must be done so by writing to manuel.hamalin@nypa.gov. And questions and responses to all questions will be provided in writing to all bidders. Responses will be posted on the website. Just to be repetitive, there were a number of people that called in late. We will strictly adhere to all times and dates specified. So when the WebEx was announced for 8:30, we started at 8:45. But we need to be careful and need to be aware that we will adhere to all time constraints discussed in this presentation. We will be publishing a sign-in sheet, this presentation. We have that all recorded. There's no written sign-in sheet, but we have a record of everybody who has called in. It will be published on the website. Once again, any questions or requests for clarification asked during the pre-bid conference become record and are required to be submitted in writing. Again, the last date for all questions is March 27th, and responses will be published on April 6th. Once again, here's Manuel Hamalin's email address and the location of the NYPA Israel Smart Energy Challenge website. I want to thank everybody for participating in this website. For those who joined late, this WebEx will be posted, the recording will be posted, and the slides will be posted. Remind everybody again that the dates and times that were discussed on this WebEx will be strictly adhered to. I want to thank everybody for participating. We're looking forward to your participation. And once again, during these trying times around the world, we hope everybody will stay safe and be well. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you very much, Ellen.
Thank you, Ellen.